All right, everyone, welcome back. So I got a newer Honda CR-V, and I've never done one of the flex pipes on. So check. It's got this shielding kind of blocking your access, and then the flex pipe's up here over the frame rail, which kind of makes it hard for me to service. So I'm gonna see if I can't just unbolt this piece and pull it out and repair it. We're gonna see what I can do here. I'm not sure what the easiest plan of attack is.
Your best bet might be just cut it right behind the flange and just make that whole section white.
I think I'm just gonna try and unbolt it. If it unbolts, it makes it easy. If it doesn't unbolt, then it's gonna be hack and sack 'em, whack 'em, flack 'em.
I guess so.
You know? PB is the lubricant of choice.
So I saw a study on it. PB was actually one of the
worst?
highest performing.
Nothing seems like it was good enough for us.
I think the only one better than that is Royal. And then at the top they had I can't remember what it was, like vinegar and just like some homemade cheese. What's the best?
I don't ever believe that the PB Blaster has done anything to help me get that bolt off, to be honest with you. Because the threads are never wet when I pull it off. Never. Sorry, PB. Sorry to PBs. When you go in there with the stamp tool, do the phaser clean and everything on that motor.
All right.
All right, let's see if we can't have some success here today. Very rarely do I ever unbolt anything. Sure this thing's hot. Like I said, I've never done a CR-V flex plate. Just for another shop. It's all about time saving here. So it's cut away from the front pipe. I plan on just cutting it here, welding a flex pipe on there, getting a piece of pipe, and then we'll weld this all back together. Let me go cool this off because she's hot. She's hot! So the flex pipe is now removed. I guess if you bought a direct fit front pipe for this, it's got to be every bit of $500, if not more. I'm not really sure because we don't usually go with direct fit stuff unless we have to. So let's go cool this off. Did a flex pipe. with a 2-inch universal catalytic flex pipe. And I bumped it up a little bit to go over here because I want to go inside the front pipe. Stay with it. And I'm back. So this piece is now going to go over this piece, but this is not actually round, it's oval. So if you just tap on, hear that ring in that metal, that tells you how good this metal is. A little bit more. And then now, you see how it couldn't fit over it before, and now it does. So now what we're going to do is dry fit this. Let's see what we got. Make sure we got clearances. So that looks fantastical. Yeah, that's perfection. I'm going to slide it out without. So what I do is fit the geometry so it heads in the right direction to the front pipe. I'll weld this off the car and then I'll set my other piece up and tack that in, so give me a second. Gently setting it down. See the crapmobile in the parking spot. They don't have to park. Have a welder, it's going to be challenging for you guys. Now that that's welded in, we're going to go cool it off because I have to handle it. So now that it's cool, I'm going to slide it up back in here. Hope that my welds didn't walk. And then we're going to size up another piece of pipe. Since the building's so small, I have to walk all the way to the end of the shop, go to the sink, go all the way out back to the chop saw so it's not making a mess in the shop. Alright, so now we need a small piece of 2-inch. We're going to go cut that, and then we're going to take this down and then we're going to dry fit everything. So now this piece is cut. We're gonna dry fit it in here. See what everybody looks like. I'll show you what we got. Alright, so this is just dry fit here. And then this piece is obviously welded in. There's plenty of room under the cross member here. This piece is inside of this piece, and it's also inside of this piece, which will make it easier for me to weld. So now I'm going to slide everything out, and then we're going to weld it together. Actually, I'm going to tack weld that one piece so it doesn't move. So that's tacked so when I do slide this apart, it doesn't walk. Screw up my fitment. So now the pipe's getting longer. Oh, come out now. Why are you stuck? Just because you want to be a pain in the ass? Yes. So there's that. So we're going to weld this in, and then I can weld the rest of it in the car and bolt it in. Alright, so that's all fitted. Now we're going to go back in. We're going to put a little red RTV up there. Temp red. This works really well. A lot of race car guys use it, and I use it because it works. Don't need a whole lot. So at this point, you can bolt this section back together. Once you dry fit it, everybody's home where they belong. Zamski. So everything looks pretty good there. So now I can weld in the front section here, then I'll bolt the back section. And I'll give it a couple tackarooskies first, so it's not walking on me. Believe it or not, the metal does move. far, so good. All right, so that's all fitted. Still have to leak check my work. And drive our nuts back on. And then I'll lower it down and we'll start it up and I'll leak check everything I welded. There's an oxygen sensor back here, so any exhaust leaks before the O2 sensors could wreak havoc for trouble codes. Especially a PO420. PO420 usually means exactly what it means. Sometimes it doesn't mean what it means. It means that you have a cat efficiency code. Let's lower it down and see what we got. You have a problem? What's the problem? Alright, cylinder 4 is dead. Okay, well, let me just see if there's... Order the oil and plug in. Let's see why cylinder 4 is fucking dead.
You want to try to do a dimension test first?
Go ahead. The wonders of fixing fucking cars. Exactly what it is. Do it 3 times and get paid once. Such garbage. 9, 10, 11, 12. That's what, 4 hours today, 2 hours yesterday. Yeah. Talk to another shop owner down the street. Does the same thing. Do your job 2 or 3 times before you get it right. And it's not because we don't know what we're doing. It's product issues, mystery issues. we got to go behind someone else's work here. Poor AutoZone or Advanced Auto Park non-quality coils. So I do have a little leak. This is all she wrote, so back to hell for me. Thanks for watching.